And the idea was sort of like it evolved. Well, it evolved into this idea of building an iconostasis, right? In the Orthodox Church, we have this iconostasis wall between the before the altar, and with all the saints on it.
The iconostasis, because in the iconostasis, which is this separation between the sacred place and the nave in churches, in the Orthodox Church.
I gotta let that simmer for a while, but the veil is interesting. So how does the iconostasis and like even the Eucharist cup is
Veil.
It's veiled, right? So how does that apply to a woman who is supposedly supposed to be veiled?
Yeah.
During liturgy and during prayer.
Well,
is that something? Because I've read something, and my wife actually said this to me, and I don't know where she got it. She can't figure out where she found it, but it had something to do with covering that which gives life.
Well, yeah, I don't know if that's a way to see it. I think that there are two reasons. There are kind of two reasons for the veil. One has to do with hierarchy. If you read the actual text, you read St. Paul when he talks about that a woman should be veiled because of the angels.
Right, yeah.
It's like there's Paul talking about the hierarchy of principalities. He's saying that there needs to be these buffers between the different levels of reality, and the danger of removing them, it can create a monstrosity. Like if you well, let's say it's a good way to understand it. It's like if you remove completely the iconostasis and you open up the holy place, then what ends up happening is there's a monstrosity which appears, which is that we don't approach it with the reverence that we should. There's a profanation. We profane the higher things, or we profane things. They end up being people in advertisements talking about mindfulness and all that crap, like people who say I'm one with the universe.
Right.
Nonsense. It's like it ends up being a kind of profanation of something which is supposed to mean everything, but now because it's been thrown out, it's like pearls to swine. People can say things like I'm saved by Jesus, say that. And it's like, what are you talking about? It doesn't mean anything. You're not talking about reality. You're using words that are supposed to be extremely precious and extremely mysterious. And now you're just like saying, I'm saved by the blood of the Lamb. And it's like, do you even know what you're talking about? Anyway, sorry for the rant, but that's one of the reasons why we need veils, is to prevent that kind of nonsense, right? And so on the one hand, there's this idea of protecting the lower from the higher. So the woman is veiled because she represents our world. She represents, let's say, the earth. And so you have to have layers between so that you don't get this throwing pearls like profanation, where things fall and it's like nothing means anything. But there's also another reason why women are veiled, which is the opposite, and that's why it's so fascinating, is because the woman is also the Holy of Holies. And so we also have to veil her from us. And that's the strangest aspect of it. It's like we also have to protect the mystery, in the sense that as the Holy of Holies brings the bread to us, right? That's also where life, like you said, life comes from the feminine. And so we need to protect that mystery. There has to be a kind of protection for so a woman in the sense that a woman is, for each man, a woman is his holy place to a certain extent in the strictly man-wife relationship. And so there has to be a mystery there. There has to be a protection, so that in the intimacy that you have with your wife is something which is precious and kept just for. So it's all of that that's happening at the same time. That's the way I understand it. It's a tough thing to talk about, because it's so controversial right now.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
Very often we will find what is known as a deicist. And the deicist will have Christ on our right, let's say, but also in the deicist, he's often in the middle. And then on his right will be the Mother of God. And then on his right again will be this red angel, which has come to be represented as Saint Michael, come to be understood as Saint Michael.
The present rulership of Michael, which began not very long ago and will last from 3 to 4 centuries, signifies that the cosmic forces of the sun penetrate right into the physical and etheric bodies of men. Michael is essentially a sun spirit. He is therefore the spirit whose task in our epoch is to bring about a deeper, more esoteric understanding of the truths of Christianity. Christ came from the sun.
And so on his left now will be St. John the Baptist, and then will be the blue angel, which we saw earlier, who has been come to be understood as Saint Gabriel, the Archangel Gabriel.